The two-child benefit cap affects more than 1.5 million children in the UK.
Cap come in, it just got so difficult to feed, to clothe, to do anything.
But there are rumours it's about to be scrapped in the Chancellor's second budget. It's estimated this could lift 350,000 children out of poverty immediately.
We literally get the money that we get in from Universal, and we literally probably end up with about £20 at the end of it. And really we're having to rely on the food banks.
But some point to an unsustainable welfare bill as the government grapples with a £20 billion gap in public finances. Families like these wonder if they'll be the ones to pay. At this baby bank in Teesside, hygiene, clothing and food poverty are daily realities for parents. Parts of Thornaby are among the most deprived in Britain. Families here say the two-child benefit cap makes life even harder.
To do anything really. I've went without meals just so the kids could have food.
Terry is struggling with debts after falling behind on her energy bills. As a mum of 5, she only gets benefits for the first 2 of her young children.
I had savings before I went on the bed benefits and now I have nothing and in debt, so people say that we scroungers, but we're not. We just try to get through life like everybody else.
Long-term health conditions mean Terry and her partner can't work, and abolishing the cap would make a huge difference to her children.
Help me pay for the gas and electric, get myself out of debt, feed the kids in the winter. Like, it's getting winter now, I'm panicking. Like, if it doesn't get scrapped, how are we going to keep going? Yeah.
Butterfly?
Sentiments echoed by the Snowdon family. They feel the cap punishes 17-month-old Miles, the youngest of 4 kids.
It's hard because obviously since I've lost my job, he's 17 months old and really we're struggling financially to be able to do stuff. We literally get the money that we get in from Universal, and we literally probably end up with about £20 at the end of it. And really we're having to rely on the food banks.
Until recently, Chris was working as a delivery driver, but struggled with his mental health.
It's just trying to find a job that's out there, but I've applied for jobs left, right and centre, and I'm just not getting anything back. I hope they do the right thing and obviously remove the benefit cap.
The limit was introduced in 2017 by the Tories and was supposed to incentivise parents into work. It restricts benefits to the first 2 children. Campaigners argue the limit, combined with the cost of living crisis, has plunged families in cities like Leeds into much deeper poverty. This charity delivers beds to children who are sleeping on floors.
And most of your referrals come through schools?
Yeah, all of our referrals come from teachers that have identified children in their classrooms that don't have a bed.
And is it often bigger families that you see struggling?
More than 50% of the families that we work with have got 3 or more children. And so that third child instantly, the minute they're born, is in a different position to their siblings. And we want the best start for every child in their life so that they can go through school. Our founder is a school teacher.
The charity's founder described the two-child benefit cap as cruel.
We know that the two-child benefit cap is pushing over 100 children every day into living in poverty. And that's a really big problem for the future of our country in terms of health, in terms of education outcomes, employment. That's something we seriously need to be looking at tackling.
So do you think that the cap
right
should
now.
be scrapped?
Do you think that the cap should be scrapped?
Absolutely.
And it's a really, really quick recipe, but it goes a long way. So it's great.
Britain's schools are increasingly becoming a 4th emergency service. The charity, Flourishing Families Leeds, runs healthy cookery classes at primary schools in deprived areas.
Sometimes you think, well, I can't buy that meal because it's going to cost too much. But every time we go in the shop, we just literally, how much is that? And you just try and make it go as far as you can.
Rising food costs are a constant worry.
Everything's ridiculous. See, my partner works like Monday to Friday, so we only get financial help with housing side to it, but nothing else.
Many here say life is getting harder. Laura and Hannah are working mums of 2.
Everything's just going up constantly. I just try to keep up with everything.
And is that stressful? How does that make you feel?
Can be stressful, yeah. Sometimes at night it keeps you awake at night, but got to keep going.
We're just taking each day as it comes, getting by.
Up us wages, and hopefully lower the food costs, but we can't have it all.
I think it's a struggle for everyone, whether you're working or you're not working. But then your wage goes up a tiny bit, but everything else goes up and up and up.
Next door, I met mum of 5, Zoe, and her youngest son, Rory. She says the cap punishes children and politicians have no idea what real life is like.
I think they understand it at all because they've got better lives than us. They've got a lot more income than us. And like with me, because obviously I work part-time and I'm on universal credit, why should my children suffer? I don't think that's fair, that the children are all suffering.
Do you think they suffer because of that rule?
But I think everybody's children do, not just mine. I get 900 and something every month from universal credit, but I should come out with nearly 2,000. But because of the benefit cap, I only get 900.
Dropping the cap would have an immediate impact, according to experts.
Depending on where you look for the estimates of what those figures would look like, it's anywhere between 300,000 and 540,000 children that would be lifted out of poverty if that were to change. So we're talking a really significant number of children who are suffering through no fault of their own.
But those on the other side of the argument point to an unsustainable welfare bill.
Those in favour of keeping the cap argue that people shouldn't have children unless they can afford to pay for them, and abolishing it comes at a big cost to the Treasury, an estimated £3 billion, money that would have to be found through cuts elsewhere, tax rises or increased government borrowing.
While some research indicates scrapping it would have little impact on early education outcomes.
If, though, the goal is to improve how well children are doing at school and their life chances, it doesn't look like lifting the 2-child limit would have so much an effect there. And we do know that other interventions, things like Sure Start and other ones as well, have been shown to be effective at improving educational attainment.
Lifting the cap comes with big trade-offs, economically and politically. For some of these families, though, it would be life-changing. Sarah Corker, ITV News.